Hello, 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 and welcome back to the B Horror Corner. And I know what you're thinking. You're already looking at the title and you're like, what the hell is she talking about? What dinosaur movie could possibly be better than Jurassic Park? And hear me out. I love Jurassic Park. Nothing is better than Jeff Goldblum just like modeling shirtless and just being hysterical the way he always is. But today, I want to talk to you about two different dinosaur movies that I have recently discovered and absolutely fell in love with. First, we have Tammy and the T-Rex. It is just... there's just no words. The other movie I want to talk to you about is The Velocipaster, which, again, there's no way to explain how hysterical and brilliant the movie is unless you just sit down and watch it yourself, because everything that I'm going to say in this video will not do it justice. Okay, so basically just a little about each movie. Tammy and the T-Rex is a 1994 sci-fi comedy that is Denise Richards and Paul Walker, and the whole plot is that Paul Walker he's almost dead, and then he gets abducted, and this mad scientist cuts out his brain and implants it not into a dinosaur, but into an animatronic robot dinosaur. So his brain is now in the robot dinosaur, and then he goes around town basically terrorizing and then trying to find Denise Richards, his girlfriend, to tell her what happened. And then it's her trying to find him a body, and the whole movie is just this weird love story between Denise Richards as a teenager and Paul Walker's brain inside a robot dinosaur. When I tell you that I'm obsessed, I literally already got pins supporting it because it's just so good. Next is The Velocipaster. The Velocipaster tells the story of a pastor who, after he loses his parents in a freak accident, he travels to China, and when he gets there, he's infected by an artifact which causes him to turn into a velociraptor when he becomes angry. He's scared of this power at first, and so he teams up with essentially a hooker, and they go around town using his velociraptor anger to attack and fight crime. And if that wasn't enough to get you interested, then honestly I already give up. So it's actually really funny. I think both of these movies have really interesting ways that they came about. So basically in Tammy and the T-Rex, the writer Stuart Raffle was approached by a man who owned a chain of theaters in South America, and he said that he had an animatronic T-Rex that he was going to be selling to a theme park in Texas, and that if the guy wanted to make a movie with it, he had 1 month to do so. So within, I believe it was about a week or two, he wrote the entire script to Tammy and the T-Rex. They got all the funding and everything, and then shot the entire movie. So talk about your guerrilla, really quick filmmaking, like bang, bang, in and out, getting it done. And it's so well done. In The Velocipaster, it was a little different. So the writer Brendan Steer actually attended a visual art school in Manhattan, and in 2010, for one of his school projects, he made a series of fake Grindhouse trailers, and one of them included the Velocipaster. He only even thought of this because his phone auto-corrected Velociraptor to Velocipaster, and he was like, that's funny. So he made a bunch of short little fake trailers that were Grindhouse, which had Velocipaster in it, and when other students' short films reached only about 45 views, his had 45,000 views, and he thought, yeah, that might be a really fun idea for a film. So that's when he started to work on the entire project after that. And his film actually went to I believe it's called Butt Festival? Yes, that's correct, the Butt Festival. It stands for B-Movie, Underground, and Trash Film Festival. I need to be there. Now, before we get into more about each movie and everything, and you're thinking like, Karina, none of this can apply to us because how are we supposed to be able to watch the movie? Don't worry, I have places for you to be able to watch both of them. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can easily watch The Velocipaster there for free, or if you have a Shudder account, that's where you can watch Tammy and the T-Rex for free. Easy. Okay, so how we're going to have this sort of competition between the two movies, and we're going to see if this actually works out, is we're going to do a sort of tally contest between the two of them of who has the most blank. And by the end of it, we'll see who has the most tallies of all the different categories. First, we're going to start off with what moments.
like about you so much.
And another category: gory, crappy, bloody special effects. A category in and of itself is going to be every single time that it's not the animatronic dinosaur or the costume dinosaur that we're seeing anymore. It's just somebody's hand inside of like a sleeve that's meant to be the dinosaur's hand, and you can just tell that it's just someone coming into the shot and going like, just that has to be its own thing.
Oh, I get it. Sounds like.
Another category that we will have for tally marks is going to be, I don't want to say the word disappointment, but moments where you're just like, really? You did that?
Oh, and this is my nurse Helga.
Honestly, I just want a T-Rex to pet me like that. Who wouldn't? That's a tally mark! Fake dinosaur hand, another fake dinosaur hand.
You're my only son. Thanks, Dad. You're my only son. I believe in a higher power. Praying right now. Never save.
I forgot that the dinosaur in this literally just looks like a fat potato. I love it. it's just a mannequin head. Now, before we get into everything else, as we wrap up all the tallies and as I'm counting them up in the corner, can I just already let you know that the Velocipaster, if you've enjoyed any of this, you have to go see it, but it also already has a sequel announced that will be an LGBTQ plus vampire something or another, and like, you can't really ask for more. You just can't. Okay, the tallies are in, and it looks like Tammy and the T-Rex has won for the campiest dinosaur comedy horror movie that I can think of. Velocipaster came in a close second. I do have to say that the Velocipaster has much more of a horror and insane student film vibe, while Tammy and the T-Rex has more of like a rom-com vibe to it. So they have different things about them that make them their own. I don't know if maybe because I tend to lean more towards the fact that it's just Paul Walker and Denise Richards and their like love story for some reason, but I would say those are the two markers that kind of set them into their own sub genres. I think they're both so insanely awesome, and they just need people to see them and experience them and have some fun, you know? So until next time, I have a list of movies now that I've decided to run through. Hopefully we can do more battles like this and sort of clash different movies together. But until then, today's sign off is from me. And because I am weird, I have a dinosaur hand. So it's from us. Goodbye and see you later.